So you're interested in hiring your first virtual assistant, but you're not quite sure what the best platform is for finding high quality VAs. Well, in this video, I'm going to break down the different options you have for where to hire a virtual assistant and where I've settled after hiring dozens of different VAs over the last couple of years. So big picture, you've really got 3 options, and then afterwards, I'm going to share what my personal recommendation is. And if you want to skip around, feel free to use the timestamps in the description below. So option number 1 is going to be a marketplace. And just to give you some context, the biggest example of which is going to be a site like Fiverr. And there's also a lot of other smaller, kind of more specialized marketplaces, but Fiverr is kind of like the main one that everybody knows. Now, a marketplace is going to be mostly designed for one-offs and project-based work. That's because the relationship has to stay on the platform and the platform takes a cut. So it's not really designed for long-term virtual assistant relationships. Now, while a marketplace is not where you're going to find your next star virtual assistant, it could be a great place for you to find somebody for a quick kind of one-off, or if you need a skilled person to just do something quickly, get it done, you're going to pay a little bit of a premium for it with a marketplace, but it is a good way for you to find high quality talent very quickly. Now, your second option is going to be a job board. So this is a much more popular way to hire a virtual assistant, and one of the most well-known job boards is going to be Upwork. Now, a job board basically allows you to make a job post and then for applicants to either submit applications or bid on your job. In most cases, job boards work for both one-off projects and longer-term virtual assistant relationships. That's because the platform allows you to connect with this person and work with them all directly within the platform. They make it very easy to get in front of a lot of people that are very well qualified for your position, especially when you're using a more specialized job board like we'll talk about in just a little bit. With Upwork, you do find very high quality people, but you also do find a lot of generalists that are just getting started or don't really have that skill set built up yet. But even so, posting on one of these platforms can easily bring in a couple dozen high quality applicants in my experience. Now, the problem with most job boards is they make it very difficult to take the relationship off of the platform, because with something like Upwork, they're going to be taking a percentage of every time you pay a virtual assistant or other person that you hire through the platform, which is a problem because that gets very expensive over time. And if you really want to build a long-term relationship with someone over years or more, then you really want to make sure that you have direct contact with that person and you have a direct way to pay that person. Which leads us into my personal recommendation for a job board, which is Online Jobs. Now, this is what I personally recommend to my friends. I helped my mom hire her first virtual assistant for her business on Online Jobs. And so it's personally the platform that I have used to hire the majority of the virtual assistants that I have hired. Now, why is that? Well, one, they allow you to take the relationship off the platform and they allow you to pay the person directly. Those are kind of the big things for me, because if you can't do that, then you can't really build a long-term sustainable relationship, in my opinion, with a virtual assistant or other hire. Now, the reason that they let you do this is because you pay a monthly fee to use the platform, okay? And so essentially what you do is you sign up for a month, you pay the fee, you hire your people, you cancel your membership, and then you just repeat that process whenever you want to hire more virtual assistants. So very, very streamlined process, very simple, and much cheaper than the alternative, which is paying a cut of the money that you pay to that person every single month to the platform like Upwork. Now, also, if you do want to support the channel, I've got my link to Online Jobs at the top of the description, which if you sign up through that link will help to support what we're doing here. So feel free to do that if you feel so compelled. Now, option number 3, and my personal favorite, is through referrals. So I found referrals through other employees and other virtual assistants to be the most effective way to find very high quality talent. That's because good people tend to know good people. And honestly, almost all of the best virtual assistants that I've hired have been through a referral basis. So once you find one good person and they enjoy working with you, they enjoy your company, that just opens up so much potential for them to start referring you their friends that they would enjoy working with. So that could improve their productivity, and that would also bring a lot to your company and really help you out in terms of growing and scaling. Now, again, with this method, the relationship is not tied to any particular platform. You have that relationship, you have that person on your payroll, which is essential, and you fully control the relationship. That means you're not paying a percentage to anyone, but what I like to do is in some cases give a bonus to the person that referred me to somebody else, because hiring is a very time-intensive process. It takes a lot to find a good person. So if somebody else is helping you expedite that process, giving them a little bonus in the process is definitely worth it, in my opinion. Now, the big problem with this method is that if you haven't hired any virtual assistants yet, or you don't know anybody who knows other people, then you really have no way way of getting referrals. So this takes us into my personal recommendation for how I would start if you're looking to find the best platform to hire a virtual assistant for the first time. So what I like to do is start with online jobs. So I'll go to online jobs, I'll make a job post on there. If you want more information on how to do that, I've got plenty of other videos on the channel. You can find one up here that is my exact process for that. So I'll go through that whole process. I'll hire somebody, I'll train them up, I'll move that relationship off of the platform. And then when I'm ready to hire somebody else, I'll ask that person for a referral. And then going forward, I'll pretty much just exclusively use referrals. So that person will make me a referral. And then now I've got two people that could potentially make me referrals. And so it just kind of grows from there, and it just gets easier and easier to get high quality referrals. If at any point you run out of referrals, or you're hiring for a position that nobody that is currently working for you has a good person for, then you can always just go back to online jobs, start up with another month, hire somebody from there, and then you can just continue the process going forward. So there you have it. That's the exact process that I've used to hire dozens of different virtual assistants, all with minimal hiccups and roadblocks along the way. If you want to support the channel, use that link at the top of the description to sign up for online jobs. Feel free to drop any comments below as well with any questions you have on the process or any hurdles you run into. I'll be happy to help you out there. Best of luck, and I'll see you in the next video.